Welcome to Marble Crazy! Take this way!
Welcome everybody. Enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. I'm Bruce. Welcome to the Moon. This is our 20th annual Marble Crazy event. It's actually our 21st year we're doing this. The first year was just me and a couple other local people. We got together and decided to have a marble show here at the Moon Marble Company, and from there it just took off and it's gotten out of hand. This year we have 28 artists displaying.
So using that rod allows me to do a lot of things. And I feel
I use molten aura white. White's a pretty fussy color, especially inside of marbles.
Probably like 15, 16 years.
Since the very beginning, which is like 21 years.
Bruce asked me about doing this show, so I started with him. 21 years.
18 years.
Well, let's see. This is going to be my 10th. This will be my 10th Marble Crazy.
This is my second year. I've been very lucky to be here. So.
I'm Topher Reynolds of Copious Glass out of Eureka, California.
How many years have you been coming to Marble Crazy?
I think this is my 5th year at Marble Crazy.
So my first Marble Crazy was the year I got married, which was 2006. And actually, my first Marble Crazy was 2007. I started working for Bruce in 2006 at the end of March, right after Marble Crazy.
This is my first year coming as like an artist having a table, and this is my 4th year coming just to enjoy the experience.
I would say I've been coming here maybe around 10 years or maybe 11 or so. Gates and Recco was here my first year I arrived.
This will be my 3rd year, 3rd annual.
I'm not sure. I've known Bruce and Linda for a really long time, and so I came to the very first one, and but off and on over the years. So I would, it's hard to remember, but consistently for the last 5 years at least.
What is your favorite part about Marble Crazy?
Bruce.
It's very important you wear the proper safety wear. This flame is really bright, so I always wear the proper safety wear before I get going. So, what? You guys don't think these are my safety glasses?
Oh, wow. I think just all of the artists and the fun that we had, and the dinners that we used to have, and just the customers that came in. They were the fun people that came in to see us.
I was just getting to see everybody again.
Same thing. Everyone's just so friendly, and we get to see Bruce's smiling face.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about Marble Crazy?
Seeing all my friends.
And what is your favorite part about Marble Crazy?
Everybody. like the people, they're so much fun. The store is amazing. Like I actually, because I travel the country all the time, I make sure that sometimes I have to pass through here to get someplace because it's the best place to do Christmas shopping for my nieces because the stuff is so cool.
I would have to say it's the crowd. It's the people here, it's the staff here at Moon Marble Company, and then the people that come in. It's a really, really good group of people to deal with.
Available in many sizes.
I always love watching Bruce do his harmonica solos. That's probably my favorite part of Marble Crazy.
Little kisses.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's just the atmosphere and excitement for glass. Back home, there's not many glass makers. So when I do a show there, people are like, what? Marble? Why? But when I come here, people get it. They get excited. You have a bunch of other artists who are generous and kind. You have the people, the staff here that just make you feel at home. It's pretty fantastic.
Melinda is here somewhere. Every time I looked up for the next several weeks, I had amazing bill sales.
My favorite part about Marble Crazy would have to probably be everything about it. That's a good question. Just probably being around all the other marble artists and like seeing all their stuff that they made and like learning different techniques because everybody gives demonstrations on their skills and like showing all my marbles to everybody too and all the collectors that come and look and stuff like that, I guess. All the people at Moon Marble that work there.
Even once it starts to melt, become liquid, I drop my hand. Because my hand is down here when I'm melting it's up here, and everything I melt falls back onto this cold rod. Gathered, we call it gathering. If I was a blacksmith and I was working a piece of steel, we would call that upsetting the rod. Synonymous with gathering. Gathering a quantity of glass. Now I have this nice blob of glass. I'm going to imagine this is my canvas, this brown rod is my paintbrush, and that brown lava is my paint. And I'm just going to literally brush it right on, and then burn off the trail in the fire.
My favorite part of Marble Crazy is getting to reconnect with all of the glass artists that I only get to see a couple times a year. And the shop is one of my favorite places on earth, so I get to come back, see everybody in the shop, see all the artists.
This is going to sound silly, but my favorite part is the poster that Allie makes. I love how creative she is, and every year she comes up with something really super cool. So that's my favorite part.
So far it's meeting all the people here. Everybody's been so fun and they all have the same love and passion that I do for the glass and for the marbles.
Why is it only
I would say that my best memory from Marble Crazy was probably the first year that I came here and I had a conversation with Chester Free about me starting out, and he was asking me about school and everything that I did, and then at some point in the conversation he asked me what my major was because I told him I was a freshman in high school, or I told him I was a freshman, and he asked me what my major was, and he thought I was a freshman in college, but I was actually a freshman in high school, and blew his mind. It was pretty fun. It was a good memory.
My favorite memory, oh, that's a tough one. Let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna go with today. One of my favorite memories from today, I had two super sweet ladies. They came up to the table. Their eyes got about that big, and they asked me, explain how you make this. So they weren't just excited to see it, they wanted to know how it was done. So I explained how I do shooting stars and things like that, and then I told them I'm gonna do a demo in 2 hours, and they waited. And when I got to my demo, they were right up front. They could not contain their excitement, and then when I got done, they gave me hugs, like, I was so excited to see this, I can't wait to learn about it. And it was just really cool that they got to purchase something and then see the artist in action and really appreciate it to its fullest.
Tell me your best memory of Marble Crazy.
Man, that's a hard one because there's so many memories.
This was my attempt.
I think it's just the vibe here, you know. It's got to be the vibe.
Now, tell me your best Marble Crazy memory.
Probably just now when I did my demo, I had someone come rushing up and wanting to know if I was going to make another one, like right away, because they were upset that they missed mine, so it made me feel special.
The most fun things, I think, are what Larry and Brett do with their leftover pieces and the marble making machine. That's really a lot of fun.
To the beginning of the process. I usually sit. Thank you.
I think either the first year that I came here, I got to see Kabuki make a piece, but that was like before I was into glass. And then John Bridges last year, that was one of the most mind-blowing demos I had ever seen. I got to stand next to him for like 8 hours while he made the whole piece. But I'm excited to see the panel that Allie's doing this year with Hot House. I think those are going to be stunning. They're going to be great pieces for sure.
What is the most amazing thing you've seen made at Marble Crazy?
Wow, that's another good question. I would say there's been some of the featured artists that have been here, and well, just last year John Bridges was one of the featured artists, and I've really liked his work for a long time, so it was cool to see how that was all made, and like all the prep work that he made, and putting how he put everything together.
With soft glass, when I've seen Vogelpool whip out those plates and then he starts spinning and the edges start rippling, I just like lose my mind. It's pretty fantastic.
The most amazing thing I've seen made at Marble Crazy. I loved watching Kathy Richardson and her son Colin make their marbles, which are vacuum encased, beautiful botanical creations. Those were probably my favorite demonstrations.
See made here? Man, again, another hard question, because there's been so many amazing things and collaborations with other artists, and I don't think I can answer that because there's so many amazing things I've seen made here. I couldn't just pick one. I think one of my favorites was the John Kabuki, Jeff Beadham demo.
At Marble Crazy, I think the year that John Kabuki came and wanted to use his lamp working technique, you know, with the making a really large rose implosion or compression marble, that was really fun to watch as he tried to, with a team of other people, try to figure out how to make it do the same thing that did on a smaller scale and a bigger scale. It was really interesting to watch that creative process. So that was probably the best thing.
Well, obviously a ton of really good marbles. I think the year that it was Kabuki and Jeffrey Beadham working together and collabing on a marble, that was pretty impressive. The Allison Borgschultz roll-up marbles are always super impressive. So being as I work hard glass and relatively small, seeing the big glass and marbles out of soft glass is really impressive to watch.
So on the panel that they're going to pick up, you'll see that it's an angel, and the face in the center is similar to this, and it has 5 layers.
How did you get started working in glass?
I got started working in glass, I would say, because of Bruce. Bruce created a legacy with the store, I think about 20 years ago is the time. And he used to come to my school and he would show us how to play like the original games of marbles and things like that. And so I started coming here like my whole life. And at one point, my mom started working here and she started to learn to make marbles from David, and David started to show me as well, and then we built a studio in my garage, and then I started teaching myself everything from that point, and then I started to do demos here at the shop, and now I'm going to college for it. So everything from Bruce.
Well, I don't know. How would anybody describe him? He's like a larger than life character, I guess, that you'll never forget him.
I would describe Bruce as the most welcoming, genuine, kind-hearted man. He has made me feel 100% at home. Before I showed up today, I was shaken, I was nervous, is this gonna be okay? Made me feel relaxed, made me feel so welcome, so appreciated. It's been a blessing, truly.
Bruce Breslow is like everybody's father. He's just easy to love, a caring, giving person, a mentor.
Henri.
Super good spirit, warm-hearted, caring guy, a great ambassador for marbles and humanity in general, and just an all-around good dude.
Bruce has been a friend for a very long time. He was a friend before I started working for him. He's probably one of the smartest and kindest and generous human beings around. And you know, I'd have to beat somebody up if they said that wasn't true. So, no, I love Bruce.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing. He is so warm, so generous. He is funny in like a fun dad way. Like, it makes me really happy to be around him. And my husband adores him. Like, Randy just adores him like crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, we messaged Donna to check up on how Bruce is doing here and there. So, because, you know, we care.
The madcap genius.
What do you want to do? You want to be nice, or you want? Gotta hear that harmonica, dude. Gotta hear that harmonica, please. That's fun. It's been too long.
He's got one of the biggest hearts of anyone I know. I come here because of Bruce.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And Linda. You know what I mean? I love them both.
Bruce is awesome. So I've just met Bruce. He's one of the new people that I just met. And I think this is beautiful for him because you could see that he's still just a little kid.
Bright and shiny.
Well, that's the way you turn that into a marble quick.
You got an audience there. Look at that. Okay. All right. Yeah.
First I want to talk to you about
So it hits the black light turns it on, but most of what we do, they'll still glow when the lights are shut off. Cool.
Now the old days we used to just use cherry wood blocks that were soaked in water. Thing about graphite, it sucks all the heat out of your marble so it'll wrinkle it more.
Next thing to do is put on the eyelid.
You'll turn this to your mandrel, and then eventually later on in years to come it might break off your mandrel because they're really not super compatible.
Just attaching a handle to this larger one.
Now, want to bring that down. That's my girl.
Now for a while, we pick up each other's glass.
Yeah, I bet. I have my soft in a specific box and I try to tag each one. Yeah.